Let's... Wait, I think I know. I think I know why. Okay, let me test this. What happens if I do this now? I think I know why it did this. Oh, I know why. Okay. Never mind. We run it back. Okay, that's my fault. That's completely my fault. Okay, I know what I did wrong. The auto splitter was basically doing it twice because I activated it on in two different places. I already have it in my files activated, and then I activated it on live split, so it did everything twice. That's why I split it twice. Again, Lauren, I have a people clown as an emote, so please use the appropriate emote in my channel. And my favorite type of cheese. Oh god. I'd say... I don't know the name in English. $144. Good enough. Or even your phone. You're one of those phone gamers. Kinda sus. My first type of cheese. I have no idea. I'll say Roquefort. Or... What's this one already? I forgot the name. Let's say Roquefort. One of those blue cheese. I really like blue cheese. Playing Among Us. What do you mean, weirdo? What the hell do you mean? Oh, that's fucking weird. If like, getting hit here is really bad. Because I don't have enough damage now. This is fucking weird. God damn it. What do you mean? Blue cheese is great. It's great. Love it. And I fucking mashed through that dialogue instead of holding R1. Indeed, I'm a fucking clown. And we get the ring! Let's go! Fuck you. You know what? Fuck you. This is my opinion. And get straight up your ass. Yes, I went there. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Checkmate. Why you gotta be so rude? Also, you misspelled rude. It's actually R-O-O-D, not R-U-D-E. Can't believe I'm fucking teaching English to a British woman. Insane, SMH. Now that's a spicy spelling. That's my kind of spelling.
もしかしてあのスリ氏はさっきそこの路地から天下一通りの裏路地へ走っていくのは
Okay, let's go. Tsuboi, take 2. So I am of the belief that Tsuboi is actually the true main character of this game. For the sole reason that he is able to actually kill you without being hit. And also because he's the catalyst to the only out of bounds glitch in the game. Which was when he was in this position. This is why Tsuboi is actually the true MC. He's the god of Yakuza Kiwami. Mark my words. I'll prove it. Well, I already proved it with mine. Godlike encounter of him dodging me for 2 minutes straight. Okay, will I actually grab Tsuboi instead of the bike now? Fuck yeah. This is how Tsuboi is supposed to go, if you want to go fast. If you want to go even faster, you can try based and have your runs lose 15 to 20 seconds 50% of the time. Just for a measly 1 second time save over the broad strat. But that's your choice. We live in a free country. Well, at least most of you do. I hope. Now I'm gonna argue with the pawn shop owner. Well, is he the owner? He's an employee. Now we're gonna ask. I don't remember his name. That's rude. Country really costs money. Well, that depends who you ask. Oh, it's Shinji, of course. Shinji, my boy. Give me money. I created an OnlyFans account. I just needed to mention OnlyFans, and there we go. 120k yen. And his best wishes. That's the power of OnlyFans, baby. I know, someone's interested. Someone's interested in Shinji's OnlyFans. Look at that bald head. Well, almost bald. Yeah, he's not like he's not on Shimano's level yet.
う4時ね。そろ
This loading screen is really long every time. Okay, Iwata 2, let's hope for a better Iwata 2 this time, because last time was really fucking bad. It always comes down to the bodyguard, whatever he does. Like, first of all, he needs to actually follow you when you get the bike. That's the first part. And then you need to pray he doesn't hit you, because if he does, you're gonna lose some damage. So let's see, if I switch stance, is he gonna aggro on me? I think it... Maybe he does, yeah. Okay. That's good, yeah. Sadly... Oh god. Come on. Let's switch to this. I think it's gonna be much better than Beast. I how do people play in Beast? I have no idea. I hate this style. I hate it with a passion. I don't know. Nice. I love missing those prompts. Feels good, man. Oh god. Okay, those guys die in a 2 light 1 heavy combo, so you just need to do that. You can actually get a double. Fuck yeah. Okay, really easy. Now this guy he really dies really easily to full combos, because you actually have a follow-up on your brother combo, which does a good bit of damage. I actually take a sweet time there. Can I get that? I can. Okay. Let's wait. Perfect. He's gonna go back up. No, come on. Okay, that's much better than last attempt. That's like 20 to 25 seconds faster than last attempt, which is pretty good. I think it's like maybe 10 seconds slower than my 230 PB. 240 PB, 240 FPS PB. Yeah, because now we have two different categories for this game, 60 FPS and 240 FPS. Because the game, well, one of the game's mechanics actually breaks if you have too much FPS. Some bosses that are supposed to have a Kiwami regen. Kiwami being like the new mechanic of the game concerning bosses. At some certain HP threshold, some bosses are gonna start regening HP. But we found out that the higher your FPS, the more likely the bosses are to just not regen any HP. And the cap being at 240 FPS. At 240 FPS, basically none of the bosses regen any HP. Which is pretty cool. unless you don't have the PC to get to that 240 FPS. In that case, some bosses are gonna regen HP while others don't, which is the reason why we've introduced those two categories. I tried. Okay. Give me something. Nope. Majima decided to be an ass today. Oh. I want him to do full combos. Thank you. That's not the greatest one. That's fine. Come on. Oh my god. Please. Majima. So yeah, this is the base run for 60 FPS Legend. Which is gonna feature most of the strats for this route. Obviously there's two routes for that difficulty. There's a route that gets killed by Majima, and there's a route that kills Majima. You miss playing K1? Well, just so happens that I'm pretty free those 2 weeks. We can do a rerun of your K1 Legend speedrun anytime you want. And this time we'll have... I'm not sniffing around, this is the correct option. No, why? Casually. Oh yeah, I forgot we were dealing with a casual gamer over here. SMH. Even Abe's dodging me. Like, come on. Abe? Abe, please. Stop being a punk ass. Come on. So yeah, this is Yakuza Kiwami Legend any percent 60 FPS. 60 FPS basically means all of the bosses are gonna regen HP like they should. That's basically it. That and the game is gonna be much slower because less FPS means slower menus, slower fights, slow everything. That's about it. And yeah, so the reason we did this is because obviously speedrunning is more about going fast, taking into account... wait, what's the option here? I think it's the first one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the first one. Okay. The focus of speedrunning is more about going fast, using strats, and learning the game over just having a better PC and not having to deal with some mechanics of the game. So this is why we created those two categories, just so people can actually run the game at in an even playing field. Okay, Yuya. It's Yuya time. Please, game, can you register my starting code, please? Okay, there's multiple ways to deal with Yuya. I, as always, prefer Brawler. Yuya, please. Get bonked. So at half HP, Yuya will do this. Actually, make sure to hit that because it's really important. Because it will help you get enough damage. Do I do this? I do this. Fuck yeah. Get fucked, Yuya. Look! The fucking stare! The Kiryu has murder in his eyes when he pours boiling water on his face. That's fucking great. Okay, now that we've beaten up the club's bodyguard, we're gonna be invited inside because apparently that's how things work in Japan. Hell yeah, he's not messing around. And now for the dangerous fight of this chapter. This fight has a lot of people, as you can see, but it also has one knife guy. This guy can kill you, so get rid of him fast. So everybody is scattered around. I don't really like that because we are using this to thin out the place. So you can see those two weapons have a really large spread when with their basic attacks, which is really useful. So we're gonna be using this. That's a bad timing, I think. So I'm gonna keep that dagger around. Please don't build your kill me. Okay, I'm gonna need to build more heat now. Okay. Yeah, as I thought. As you can see, he's starting to regen HP, so we have to stop him from doing that. I'm gonna push him towards the dagger here. Ah, that's bad. I don't have the good setup for this. Okay, this should be enough. Okay, pretty good. That's a pretty good fight. Could have been better, but it was pretty good. And now we meet up with Shinji again. And this is the end of chapter 2. I really don't remember my times in 240. It's been a while. Sub 21 minutes chapter 2 should be decent, I think. I'm gonna have to compare with the other times. So far it's a decent run, considering I'm derusting. Now, chapter 3, which is in itself just a big fucking set piece with the boss at the end. And some filler before it. Because Yakuza Kiwami do be loving it. Its fillers. Yakuza Kiwami is the Naruto Shippuden of the Yakuza franchise. Lots of fillers everywhere. I should have written the other thing because it's slightly faster. It's the same. You can do both here. Both are actually almost as fast as each other. You can do Kazuma Kiryu and another Kiryu, or write fake name and former Dojima. Both of those work. One is slightly faster than the other by like 1 second, I think. So yeah, writing Kazuma Kiryu and then the other another Kiryu is actually 1 second faster. But muscle memory kicked in here. And now that he quit his job, we're gonna get his morning ban. Something's in my throat. Yeah, we're gonna get his morning ban and we can progress. Yep. All of this just to get this guy's morning band, and just so this guy realizes he doesn't want to work as at funerals for Yakuzas. He wants to be a vet. So he's off becoming a veterinarian. Veterinarian? Is that how you say it? Oh, he's becoming a vet. That's about it. Okay. Baldy Omi. This guy can be quite annoying if he decides to be an ass. I haven't fought him in a while. I might just get destroyed. So far it's fine. Oh, of course you're using your timer. Stop. Of course. Stop it. Oh my god. I'm gonna buy some more toughnesses. Baldy. Yeah, I just brute forced my way through this fight. Oh, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be limping. No, I forgot about this. Ugh, that's why you actually take a shop in chapter 2. I wanted to test not shopping in chapter 2 and not getting any health packs, but I mean that's the time I saved by not shopping I lost here, to be honest. So we're gonna buy 15 and 2 daggers. I'm gonna heal now. And we're off. So you can actually do a shopping trip in chapter 2 just after Majima. But ideally you don't need to. Ideally you never get hit. Yeah. Otherwise that happens. If you're confident about your skills, you can wait for this part to do your shopping trip. Because obviously since we're in Legend, enemies are really aggressive and you take a lot of damage. So healing items are an integral part, a really vital part of the run. We're gonna be playing around with our money just so we can buy as much healing items as we can. That's a pretty bad one. Yeah. That's a slow Sofa room. Ideally you want maybe 1 or 2 survivors after the first Sofa. That one was pretty bad. Okay. Okay, so in this part you're gonna use the lanterns because they have a lot of fuses. And they actually deal a pretty decent amount of damage. You can't kill everyone with just one, you actually need the second one. Switch back to Brawler. So this combo that you just saw is the standard combo to kill anyone in this set piece. This is the combo that you're gonna use the most. Well, at least until you get some upgrades. You throw this lantern for this part. So this part, it is better to just switch back to Beast because the movesets change. Ouch. And same thing here. Use the lanterns. Ouch. Okay, this is bad. Because I need to get that lantern back. So as you can see, a lot of guys have... Ouch. I'm gonna use another lantern. Yeah. A lot of those guys have weapons. The most dangerous ones are dagger guys, because they are the guys that do the most damage. I think they can deal around half of your health, so you have to be careful. Alright, Doan, good luck. Have a good luck. So this guy is a bit weird. He likes to block a lot. Thankfully, he just gets scared if he blocks everything. He's blocking way more than he should, which is annoying. Oh, could have been worse, I guess. After this you switch to Rush, because Rush has the most movement speed of the three styles. So if you wanna... that's... Take care of the knife throwing guys, they are the most annoying. Everyone else is fairly manageable. Oh. As you go through, you do this to gain their attention. Get this healing item, really important. And now we're gonna try and get as many multi-hits as possible. Same thing, switch back to Rush. We are at 13 levels. This is your cue to actually level up. This is the first level up of the run. Switch back to Roller. Abilities, Body, and we're gonna be getting Boost Attack 1. This changes the combo that's being used to one-shot enemies, though you're not gonna be using it that much. Take this time to also equip your dagger, and heal up if you need. It just doesn't die. Alright, same thing here. Switch to Rush, because we have to run a long way without any enemies. Be careful around the corners, you can get stuck. Same thing here. Try and get as many multi-hits as possible. In this room you're gonna be focusing the knife guy, obviously. He's gonna bounce off, so you don't need to do much. This healing item is important, not for safety but for consistency, because it's gonna be used in the next boss fight. Once you're done, go there and spawn Majima. So Majima is... This Majima is a bit odd because he's really passive. He doesn't do much. As you can see... So we're gonna use one dagger hit here. I don't really like the way he's positioned, so I'm gonna try and push him to this spot here. He's gonna go into his Kiwami, and we're gonna do this to finish him off. Long dialogue. I actually use use more than I wanted on my dagger, which could be bad. Should be fine. So here we're gonna use those lanterns to deal as much damage as we can. There's a second one over there. So really important point, you need to finish this fight in Beast. Because you need to be in Beast for the next fight. And I forgot... Oh, this is gonna be fun. I actually forgot one thing. I forgot the alcohol. Because I usually don't get the alcohol in chapter 3, I get it in chapter 2. So I forgot. That's fine. Just gonna be less consistent, that's about it. Okay. This right here is the loop in which we're gonna be trapping Shimano for the whole fight. As you can see, this animation is gonna play every single time we stab him. So by doing four stomps, once he's down, we just get enough hits to stab him again. And we can do this infinitely, as long as we have dagger uses, of course. And this is how you cheese Shimano. Usually you get alcohol, because alcohol, yeah, for example like this. So obviously it's not foolproof, it's completely RNG if Shimano decides to get up faster. Hopefully he's not gonna get up anymore. Hopefully. Yeah, we get alcohol because alcohol boosts hit generation, so we only need 3 stomps to get enough hit. So alcohol too is about consistency over more than safety, because sometimes Shimano decides to be an ass. I think I'm gonna be 1 dagger use short. This is fine. It's not the worst. So yeah, that's how you deal with Shimano. Because obviously it's still early in the game, we don't have enough upgrades to actually deal a lot of damage. So that's how we deal with him. That's scary. And I lost another use, so I'm gonna be switching up here. And this is Shimano. I actually use both of my staminans, which is good. It's what they are here for, so it's pretty good. This is why you pick up the staminans, because again, if Shimano gets up early and procs his Kiwami regen, you're gonna lose a lot of time. Like a lot. Because Shimano regens a lot of HP. So those quick detours we do are not just for the sake of it. Those are the only 2 stamina nexes in the set piece, and those are the 2 stamina nexes that we get. It's really important. Okay, chapter 4. This is the second shop of the game. We are gonna be getting some coin locker keys now. Let's see. There are 2 ways to go about this. We either take the first left, if there's no fight spawn. No fight spawn, that's pretty good. Because we're gonna go down here. This is the drugstore. We're only gonna get stamina X's We need 3 spots in our inventory, which is perfect because there's 3 spots left in our inventory. And then we're gonna be getting our first, well, not first, but a coin locker key, that's for sure. This one. This one is the A3, which is, I don't remember which one it is. It's actually something that we'll be selling. Kiryu, please. Actually, that's a good bump. So we're gonna be going inside that Popo to get dog food and some water. This is for a few minutes later in the run, in the same chapter. Now that we've done this, oops. Actually, I have. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to make some space. I think it's 5 spots. Because we need to go to the lockers now. Let's make 2 spots here. Because we need to get that medieval silver coin, the dinosaur fossil, and stamina spark, which it was 5. Listen, it's been 2 months, okay? Leave me alone. Now we go to Ebisu. Why did I go there? That's Mesuki. So yeah, this red thing you've seen on the left of my screen was sub-story, which you need to avoid. Okay, now we sell. We sell this, this, and this. And then we buy iron plate, LW warmer. The LW warmer is an equipment that is completely insane because it increases your damage exponentially the more enemies there are around you, starting at 3 and ramping up to as many enemies as there are around you, which is the source of most of our damage in this run. Now we get to talk to Bob. Bob is gonna Bob is gonna help us go fast. This is a stamina boost, basically. We can be running for much longer now, which is really cool. Because everybody hates the stamina system in this game. Doesn't serve any purpose. And now we go back to Bacchus. So those 2 people over there on the left are a dialogue, like a short dialogue, which makes you lose a little bit of time. It can be used to despawn enemies, so it's always good to have them around. The fights one here, good. It's really short, like maybe 3 to 4 seconds. It's not the end of the world if you hit them, but it's always good to have them around. Loading screens. And now we got Aruka behind us, because Kiryu best dad. I'm gonna be seeing some punks abusing animals, and we're gonna teach them to not do that. This fight you really need the body warmer. Use the bike, which as you can see deals quite a bit of damage. That's an alright fight. Now we save the dog, because the dog is dying. Dogo is dying, so we're gonna give him dog food and then some water. Which is why we bought the iron plate along with the elder bay warmer. We need a recipient for the water. This is why we bought the iron plates. And now Dogo is saved. And Haruka is happy. But now we gotta go back to Serena, because Haruka fainted for some reason. So on this part there are fixed fights spots, which you can avoid most of them. And there's one on the left here, I think. So you go through here. There's one on the right. But you can go past most of them. Also, I need to actually level up now. This is a really important level up, because you get Grab Master, which is gonna be really helpful to get past the next fights. It's not really that used that much in the run. It's mostly used for that fight in particular, because there's 3 enemies and Grab Mastery helps us deal with those 3 enemies in one hit. Get the guy in the middle, and that's the fight. So we're still using Beasts a bit, not that much, but we're still using it in a few places. And we actually use Beast a lot in Chapter 4. Can't skip that. I can skip the next one, I think. But this is probably the part in which we use Beast the most. That's the chapter we use Beast the most in. Now I can skip that. Now we're gonna wait for Haruka to wake up. Talk to her. Yeah, let's go. Now we're gonna go see Haruka's mom? No. Aunt? I think? Oh god. So we actually have to take this path, and this path only, because there's gonna be... Excuse me, ma'am. There's gonna be this policeman that's gonna stop us. Always the third option. It literally skips everything to the conclusion of this cutscene, which is Haruka lying to a police officer at the age of 8, 9. I don't know how old she is. Great start, by the way. Already laying to police officer at 8. Really good start. You need... So the waypoint is actually on the left, but you need to go there to trigger this cutscene. And then you can go inside. So you need to take this elevator while running, so you don't get the animation of going down in the elevator or the stairs. It actually saves some time. We love those. And now we're gonna be doing that. I'm just... Yeah, I'll save. Just so this one is a no reset run. So we are gonna get greeted by Ayashi, which is one of the first really hard boss in this run. We need to grab him, throw him this way, get our dagger, get our hit back, and stab him. This is really important, you need to do this. Next, you switch to Brawler. Stomp him once so he gets... twice then. So he gets up. He's gonna go into his Kiwami now. Or not. Thank you. And then you can kill him. Now you can deal with the rest of them. A double is good. Good, really good Ayashi. That's a really good Ayashi. There's lots of things that can go wrong in this fight, and of course, if you die, you start back to the start of the chapter 4. So you kinda want to save if you're not confident in your abilities, or if you're not going for really low, fast times. Since this is a no reset run, I just saved. But this is basically how the fight, how you want the fight to go. Basically what you'll see is that when we are allowed to use weapons, this is what you're gonna do most of the time. If you can't one-shot the boss outright, you're gonna be wanting to get him to an HP threshold which procs his Kiwami and then out-damage these HP thresholds to kill him. That's basically how we deal with bosses. I don't have enough. Okay, now we talk to Date because we need information. He's gonna tell us about this information broker, which is called the Florist. And we're gonna try and get in touch with him. But first, two things. We need to get another coin locker key, which is located in Vincent, on your left. Right there. This coin locker key is really important because it's a really valuable one. H5 actually has a ruby plate in it, which sells for 300k yen, which is a lot. It is quite a lot. And then, once we've done that, we're gonna be going to the right towards this guy. This is Morioka, or the Toll Collector. This is a sub-story that's really short and will give us 500k yen. So this guy is basically itching for a fight or intimidating people that don't want to fight him into giving him money. So we are gonna fight him and we're gonna beat him. We're also gonna stab him to death, but I mean, this fight is dangerous. Morioka deals a lot of damage, so stab him at the start of the fight, stomp him once. He's gonna be dodging most of your first attacks, so this is how you deal with him. Then you grab him, lay him down, wait, and do this. This is how you deal with Morioka. Be careful, this guy deals a lot of damage. Don't underestimate him. He killed a few of my runs. Those leech gloves are gonna be sold for 500k, which is... oh, it's pretty good. Let's be honest. We need money in this run. We desperately need money. Also, this guy gives us 5 levels of XP, which is gonna come in handy actually. So we go inside. We're gonna get greeted by homeless people. Gonna chat with them. Then they're gonna bring out guns because homeless people own guns. I mean, that's a given, obviously. Now, weapon shop. This guy is gonna be used only to sell the leech gloves. That's basically it. That's 500k, easy. take this opportunity to de-equip everything because you're gonna be asked to do so. You can do it pretty much when you want. It's not really important. You need to do it at some point, because otherwise you won't be able to get it inside the Colosseum. We get this key over here. This key is actually really well placed because this is a really good point for you to get back to sprinting, and we're gonna be able to get to the door just in time, as you see. Now we're gonna meet the florist. We're gonna get introduced to the Colosseum, which is an underground fighting arena, basically. And he wants us to fight there for 3 fights. This part of the speedrun is kinda scary. The first fight isn't, the other 2 are. Feldman. Feldman is not really dangerous, but he wastes a lot of time. For that reason. Feldman loves to grab you. Likes it a lot. But he doesn't pose much of a threat. As soon as he gets into his Kiwami, do the 3 light 1 strong combo 3 times to kill him. So this is the easy one. Now for the scariest one, G-Promuk. G-Promuk deals a lot of damage, as does Morioka. You need to be really careful around this guy, as you can see. Use your grabs as much as you can. This is the best way to deal reliable damage to Promuk. And don't hesitate to heal. This is the safe way, basically. It's not really fast, but it's safe. And then, same thing. 3 light 1 strong, 2 times. You can actually do a 2 light 1 strong here, but I mean, it's the same thing. And at this point, we get to the 3rd fight, which is Gary Buster Horns. This guy is scary. This guy has hyper armor too. But first... What the fuck am I doing? We need to do our 3rd level up. We're gonna get 2 really important things. One being boost attack 2, which is self-explanatory. But also, you're gonna see soon, Destroyer's Secret Gorge. This is a really big source of damage too. Basically what it does is, when you're full HP, it boosts your damage, basically. So we want to be full HP as much as we can. So Gary Buster Horns has long combos that deals a lot of damage, like this one. And has a lot of hyper armor. You need to be careful around him. Don't get sucked into his combos. Block if you need, that's fine. Be really careful, because around the halfway point of the fight... Oh, fuck off. He's gonna do a mid-fight QT that you can't avoid. Please, don't kill me. This one. You can't avoid this. This is also your cue, because he's gonna go into his Kiwami, get to full health, and walk in. This is your best chance to do enough damage, because he's gonna go back into his Kiwami and you can kill him. This was a slow Colosseum, to be honest, but that's fine. It was pretty slow. It was also safe. Yeah, I think my 240 PB was around 53 minutes. This is pretty slow. This is really slow. Well, I took my time, to be honest. So now we're gonna get the information we were hoping for. But then Date shows up for some reason and gets beat up by hobos. So we're gonna have to save him. As always. Come on. So the game heals you out of the Coliseum, so you don't need to worry about that. But you need to remember to equip your belly warmer. Go into equipment, your dagger, your belly warmer. So those guys are annoying, but with your belly warmer you can deal a lot of damage. You need to get out of this fight with full hit, full HP. It is really important. Well, that or just heal yourself after the fight. You need to enter the next fight with full hit and full HP. Eric has been kidnapped. 1. Get the taxi, first option. And she's being held by Majima at the batting cages. So we're gonna go there, obviously. This is one of the few really cool strats with Yachts for bosses. Basically, if everything goes right, Majima's not gonna be able to fight at all in this fight. Let me show you. Let's just... yeah, okay, good. Let me show you. I should have probably saved, but it's fine. So Majima, start off the fight, get out your dagger, stab him. That's fine. That's fine movement, I guess. I don't really mind that. Stomp him once, wait for his Kiwami, do one full combo. Oh, I don't like him being there. This. And that's Majima down. And then you can finish off the ads. Like that. So basically by pushing him while he was inside his Kiwami, we pushed him to this spot, so we can trigger this specific hit move, so that he gets down to low enough health that he's gonna just switch stances and then go into his another Kiwami, which means we can just kill him outright, and he hasn't done anything inside the fight. This is how you deal with Majima in chapter 5. Now chapter 6, which is a big fucking filler. It's actually just 2 side stories next to each other. So Mogosa is one of the hobos from Purgatory. Tells us that the florist needs us for something. Don't forget, chapter 6 you get Speedrunner 2. Or Gotta Go Fast 2, I guess. Second option. So we are going to go see the florist now. And sadly, all of this is we're gonna have to go back and forth for the whole chapter. Oh, by the way, Komaki training. This one is mandatory. You can't not do it, and it's gonna teach us Komaki style shot stopper, which is not being used. It doesn't do enough damage. Mikuda, by the way. So basically, you just need to get in front of them, do a move. You need to do it twice, so you incapacitate this one. The second one's gonna start aiming at you. Wait, hitting twice, and this is how you do the Komaki style shotstopper. You can get hit in this fight, by the way, and it is extremely cringe. And now we get 1000 XP, sure. And now we can go back to our business. And we're gonna be doing this back and forth for a while. The game does not fast travel you to the florist, you need to go see him. It is mandatory. Which is kind of reason sleeper in a run, to be honest. So, the florist has a son. His name is Takashi. And he fell in love with the daughter of Yakuza patriarch, I think. And those guys want to actually live their love life without being annoyed by the Yakuza family of the girl. So what better way to not be annoyed by Yakuzas than steal their money? So you can escape. Yep. So he's in trouble and we're gonna have to go help him. And we're gonna be going there on foot. Because again, no fast travel here. So you can actually trigger the taxi from behind this. Don't need to go to the taxi. You just need to go there and you'll be able to taxi. So it's the first option because we are going back to the batting cages. Again. This time not to destroy Majima, but to help Takeshi. Help. So as we enter, we're gonna get attacked by Takeshi, which because he thinks we are the Yakuzas that are after him. So we're gonna have to prove that we are not the Yakuzas that are after him by destroying him for some reason. Grab him, throw him, stomp him, stab him. And once you've done that, stomp him again so he gets back up. Hit him once, proc his Kirami. 3 life, 1 strong. Now the B King, which is a Burger King, obviously. We're gonna be using a Stamina X. Stab him once. Obviously, if you get out of the Takashi fight with enough heat, you don't need to use a Stamina X, but it's basically the same thing. Wait for him to go into his Kiwami, and you just do that. And that's the fight. The Booty King. Okay, I can get behind that. See what I did there? I can get behind that. Booty King. Anyways. I don't remember what happens there, but now we're gonna go to Deborah because Takashi and his girlfriend are there, and also the Yakuza family of the girl is there too. So we're gonna have to talk things out, as Kiryu does. He doesn't. He doesn't talk things out. He punches things out. So you know what we're gonna do. Yep. So we're gonna hit him a second time now. The guy in the middle is Asai. You need to stab him. Really important. Don't want him in this fight. And I forgot to level up. That's fine. Please targeting system. Oh shit. So you can use the tables if you want. It's not necessarily better because you're really slow doing that. I also forgot to level up before I did this fight. You are supposed to one-shot Asai, by the way, but I forgot to do a level up. But that's fine. I'm gonna do it now though. So there's a few things you can do here. So we're gonna do the level up first. It's gonna be this one. We're gonna be getting I don't remember the name. Climax Hit Power 1. Exactly. We're gonna be healing. And then we're gonna go back to Purgatory. You can go back inside Deborah if you want, because on the dance floor there's a key that you can pick up for an additional item that you can sell. It gives you, I think 120k, I think, which is additional money that you don't necessarily need, but that can be like a security thing. Like it's more for safety. You don't actually need that money. What we get in a run is enough. So we're gonna go back to the florist. Now that we saved his son, by beating this Yakuza family senseless, because that's how we do things, you know. And for that, the florist is gonna give us the Goemon. The Goemon is the best weapon in the game. I think it does 285 damage. The dagger doing 100, I think, or around that. The Goemon is insane. We're gonna be using it and repairing it during the run. Funny side note: the easy percent run actually sells the Goemon because the Goemon also sells for 500k. It's a good amount of money, but we actually need the damage in Legend. So we get a call from Reina, which tells us that Date is drunk. And he's supposed to meet his daughter soon, so she doesn't know what to do. So she calls us, and we gotta go back to Serena. Serena being the last option or 1-up. Okay. So far, I've had no fight spawns. She's quite good. So we go back to Serena. This is unskippable. Talk to Date. This is skippable. And we use the prompt. Fuck yeah. Now we're gonna go in Date's place to see his daughter. Because why not? Majima! We actually kind of won this fight. We won this fight. Okay. So this is Majima everywhere. Majima is actually roaming the streets looking for you for the whole game. Which is kind of annoying because he can show up as a fight spawn. And actually make you lose time. So in Legend, its spawn rate is actually really high. I've had runs where it would spawn 14 times, which is insanely annoying. So we want to get to fight him once, because now that we fought him once, he's gonna be in the same place for the whole run. What the fuck? Why LAD? So LAD? Okay, that's fight spawn. So we're gonna use this. So you can actually taxi if you want, but you can also do this if you want. We're gonna be restocking on health items a few times in a run. The less time, the less times the better, of course, but we still need to. So we're gonna go 6, 7. I think that's way too much actually, because we are gonna be. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna go to the champion district. Usually taxi here, but if you want to restock on health items, you can just go on foot. Those two on the left are sub-story, don't run into them. It's a dumb way to lose time. So this is a good fight spawn. Why a lady? Why did you say a lady, Lauren? I'm gonna talk to this guy. I'm gonna say we're a friend. And Yamazaki, 25 years old. Because we actually want to know the location of Date's daughter. The daughter of Date's boyfriend. Wait. No. Wait, she's called Saya, she has a boyfriend, he's a host. And this guy is actually... And I needed to also taxi here, that's fine. We're gonna see the beautiful city of Kamurocho, which is not a city, by the way. Doesn't exist. So you can see this left spot on the map, this is where Majima is. And he's gonna stay there for the whole run. This is pretty cool. This way I don't have to worry about him. No, I don't wanna. Leave me alone. This guy on the left is a sub-story, don't run into him. So the guy tells us he's a Nost, so we go to Stardust. see that Saya is with this guy, and then I don't know what happens. He runs off, I think, and some punks are trying to hurt Saya, so we actually need to get hit because we need to start this. Did he fucking... Nope. We need to stab this guy. Okay, good double. Never mind, it wasn't a double. So we beat those guys up. Talk with Saya a bit. Now we go out to trigger the next cutscene, or cinematic if you want. Now Saya's gonna be following us to where Date went, which is a building, shady building. So we taxi there. It's one down. Oh, one up. For this fight is... It's really important to use... let's do this now. It's really important to get the Goemon here. For a few reasons. So we're gonna do the fight first, and then I'll explain. So in this fight, we need to finish off Shota with the Goemon. It's really important that we do that. So it's fine if you get hit, that's not the end of the world. You need to watch Shota's health. This is a really bad spot, by the way. I want Shota out of this spot. The problem right now is that I've killed too many people, so I need to be careful. This should be enough. Okay, good. So we actually need to finish off Shota with the Goemon for a really specific reason. Enemies you kill with the Goemon, you last hit with the Goemon, actually yields around 10% more XP, which actually plays a role in our level ups. So killing Shota with the Goemon is important. There hasn't been really extensive testing for that, but I tested it, and if we want some early level ups, we need this XP. Now chapter 7, the most execution heavy chapter of the game, of the run. But first, level up. We're gonna be going there. It's the up path. I was about to go down, so good thing I checked. We're gonna get boost stack 3. That's a fight spawn. So this is the most execution heavy chapter of the run, if you don't count the finale, which is also really execution heavy because of the boss fights you have. Well, mainly one boss fight. But this chapter has 3 boss fights that are quite easy to mess up. But first, we're gonna get our tattoo remade, I guess. Repaired. And now we go back to Serena. Same thing. Last option to 1-up. No fight spawn. Good. Really good. So now we go back to Serena and... What do you know? Arik has been kidnapped. For the second time now. So now we're gonna be trying to find her. So we're gonna be going to one of our old friends for information. Aoki, which tells us that he saw a young girl working inside the Sega store, which is right there. Inside the Sega store, we want to overhear those two girls' conversation, which tells us that a young girl was taken away by a man, and that they were in a parking lot, which is quite convenient because there's only one parking lot in the entire city. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there really quickly. This key is really important because it's a key that gives us the golden blackjack, which sells for 250k. It's really important. And the golden blackjack cannot be used in a run because blackjack weapons have a really shitty hit move that deals not a lot of damage. I've tested it. It doesn't work. So we're gonna find this guy, and he's drunk out of his mind. So we threaten him twice because he's not gonna listen for the first time. And then he's gonna tell us that we need to go in. That he saw them go inside the park. There are 3 parks in the map, so you actually need to check them all. So it's this one, then it's this one, coming up is a really dangerous spot in the run. This spot right here, right where I'm standing. I can actually stand there because that is with me, and sub-stories are not on the map. This spot you need to avoid at all costs, because this spot is Pocket Circuit. Pocket Circuit is a sub-story, a really big sub-story in the game. Triggering this sub-story makes you lose around 1 minute and 30 seconds to 1 minute and 45 seconds. This kills your run, basically. So it's really important. We're gonna go back there once in the next chapter. It is really important that we are careful. These are despawn enemies, by the way. I'm gonna be doing this. No, I don't care. And this is the first fight of the chapter. First boss fight of the chapter. This boss fight can be quite annoying. There's a strat for it, but it's not foolproof. All these people have guns. Well, most of them actually. There's a big bad guy right here. You need to kill him. Next, there's one goon that has a gun that you can use. It's this guy. This guy is being annoying right now. Okay, I've got the gun. That's pretty good. That's fine, I don't care. Once you've got the gun, hit up and miss. Oh my god. I'm serious. Use the gun to one-shot them. Yep. And then finish off the fight. Oh, could have been worse, I guess. You can get really stun locked in this fight. Can be really dangerous because you they inflict a lot of damage with guns. And we got Haruka back, so we bring her to Purgatory. Because this time she's well hidden and won't get kidnapped again. Right? Right? Anyways, we're gonna be doing some side stuff with Haruka. So this guy tells us about this secret gambling hall that's really hidden and stuff. So we're gonna go there. I think it's the same whether or not you take the taxi or not. But this way it's gonna let me check my notes. I just need to do the gambling hall now. I'm gonna try. Get past them. Okay, good. So I need to be careful there because there's Majima. So you can go around, it's not a big... What the... Okay, so talk to her, buy 100 yen worth of tags, and we get inside the gambling hall, which is not really hidden because it's literally in plain sight. Every time the door opens, everyone knows it's there, but I mean, sure. So we're gonna go to the corner of this gambling hall to get the G4 key, which is a key for platinum plates, which sells for 500k. And then we talk to this guy. And this is a game of dice. We're gonna play the game of dice, but Kiryu's not gonna decide if it's even or odd, it's gonna be a Haruka. And for some reason, Haruka is really good at dice and always gets it right. So she won. Plot twist, in the PC version this doesn't work. She can lose. As I said, she's 1-1 now. There's 5 bets total. It is completely RNG if she wins or loses. I don't know why I'm switching up. Anyways. So she's 1-2 now. She's 1-3. Sure. She usually goes 3-2. Or worst case 2-3. She's 2-3. So after that, obviously we won 5 times in a row. The dealer goes to the back room, comes back, does another game. This time we are scripted to lose. And for some reason, Haruka gets upset and says that the dealer is actually cheating. And what do you know? is actually cheating. So we are gonna beat them up, because that's how we deal with problems. I need to use the dagger and heal. This fight can be a pain, but thankfully we have knives. So use the dagger for this guy, then switch back to your Goemon, get your hit back, wait, stab him as well. This way you don't have to deal with them, because they are quite annoying. And now we can finish off the rest of the fight. I would have preferred if I didn't get hit, but that's fine. Okay, and that's the gambling hall. So we get our 100k back, obviously. And now we have a big shopping to do, well actually more selling than anything. All those coin locker keys that we got throughout the run, we're gonna be getting now. Body statue, the medieval painting, the ruby plate, oh diamond plate. My bad, it was on the platinum plate, but it was a diamond plate, and the golden blackjack. Now that we've got of this, we're gonna go back to Ebisu and sell everything. That's all we're gonna do. As always, be careful on the left, there's Mesu King, you don't want to hit that sub-story. So we sell this. And we have 1.6 million yen, and it's not the highest we're gonna go. Now that we've done that, we're gonna go take a taxi back to Purgatory. One down. I go back to Purgatory to bring Haruka back to her home. And it's time to meet Nishiki. Nishiki being Kiryu's brother. Kiryu's brother in blood. Like his Kohai, like no, not his Kohai, but is Kiryu's best friend basically. He's Kiryu's brother, not by blood, but in Yakuza terms. Because there's been quite a falling out between the two after the events at the start of the game. They don't see eye to eye anymore. So we're gonna go meet him. Turns out he's a vicious bastard and he doesn't want to really talk that much with us. That's Nishiki. And since we can't come to an agreement, he's gonna send his goons after us. So we're gonna have to fight them. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the best OST in the game, and this is the only place you're gonna hear it. So I'm gonna need to heal myself. Okay. So this is only the first part of the fight, because next we're gonna be going out of Serena to find out there's a lot of people waiting for us. And there's Shindo. Shindo is extremely annoying. You want to get rid of him as fast as you can. I'm scared. Okay. Good. So this is where the LW Warmer's buff is actually coming into play. There's so many people around us that we actually one-shot him. And then we use all the blades that are around the fight to end the fight. It's not really that important to be full health for this. Well, because they don't have that much health. But again, if they decide to be an assholes about it. Alright, wasn't the best fight, but was alright, I guess. And that's chapter 7. Can't wait to compare my splits with the 240 run. I don't know if I think I'm quite far behind. At least 2 minutes, I think. Now we gotta go. Now the game tells you to keep a low profile. So we're gonna go back to Purgatory. Also, level up. Gonna get Climax Hit Power 3. And also... Nope, not enough. Sage. We won't get Speedrun of 3 for a little while now. Sadly. So as we come back to Purgatory, the place is on fire. And it turns out that Haruka has been kidnapped for the third time. Great. So apparently it was some gangs, some colored gangs that actually kidnapped her. So we're gonna be roaming the town, trying to find them. So this is what you're supposed to do. We all, as in the speedrun, if we already know where they are. This is a part where the Pocket Circuit substory can kill your run basically, because this time you don't have data with you and you need to be careful. You can't just go on the left on the sidewalk. You can't go there. You need to go around. This fight is quite annoying. So being an annoying fight, I'll just do that. This is the Blue Z, I think. Exactly. This guy in the middle has a taser. We don't like tasers, so we're gonna get rid of him. Nobody likes tasers. And for the ads, just get rid of them. Now that we've done that, we are interrogating this guy, and he says, well, just small fries. We're just small fry. We don't have any power here. We should go see the White Gang. Be careful again. Do not go to the right, even though you need to go there. So we go back to the Purgatory taxi, because we're gonna go to Champion District to see the White Edge, which is the White Gang. We're gonna basically quickly go up the ladder in terms of gangs. White Edge being stronger than Blue Z, and then a third gang, which is actually where... Well, actually the guys that know where Haruka is. As you can see, those are White Gang members. That's a bad fight spawn, but I can go past it. And this is Yuji Shiraki, White Edge leader. This fight is really easy. Take out your Goemon, stab him. Now, target a guy with a baseball bat, because the baseball bats are quite good in this game, and finish the ads. Easy. And now that we've done that, we interrogate Shiraki, and he says that they are not the biggest gang in the city, and that we need to go in to Debora to go see the Bloody Eyes, I think. Yeah, I think it's the Bloody Eyes. Red Gang, basically. We're gonna talk to this guy. Really important. Pay 30k for a password. Password to a weapon shop. I am slow on healing items, so I'm gonna go restock a bit.
いらっしゃいませ。はい。
Now that we've done that, gonna go up this street. Stay on the left at this point of the street because there's a sub-story. Don't want to read that sub-story. It's a really long one. Talk to this guy. The password is housewives in a bind. He's gonna look at us with a scared face. And we're gonna talk to this guy. So, here we do sell. We sell the golden blackjack. And we buy 6 shotguns and a pistol. That's all we do. And now that we've done that, we can go to Debora. So we're gonna go taxi. The game loves to put fight spawns here to annoy me. I can see this red guy. I can bump into this guy to trigger the fights. Trigger him as a fight spawn. So that way, if there's a fight spawn over there, I'm safe. Because the game actually works in a way that there can only be one fight spawn aggroed on you at a time. So if you see people that you know can be triggered as fight spawns, it is important to bump into them so you can be safe for the time of them being aggroed. So we're gonna go to Debora, but first, it's important, we're gonna do this sub-story over here. This is the Big King. You probably remember him. He was in chapter 6 that we beat his ass, and he's in a pickle with Yakuzas. We're gonna be helping him. This fight is really easy. You switch to Beast, grab one, and we do the grab mastery. It's really important to do this sub-story for a few reasons. By doing this sub-story, we get an item that actually boosts our damage, and we also get 50 levels of XP. It's gonna be really helpful because we're gonna be able to get a level up that we could not get before. As you can see right here, 50,000 points of experience, which equals to 50 levels. So, instantly we're gonna do this. Boost attack 4. This game. Nope. Oh god. Come on. Boost attack 4. As you can see, we have just enough. Also, we're gonna be putting the accessory on. And I also forgot to take... Nope, not this one. Essence of Extreme Beast. It's actually really helpful because we're gonna be needing it for the next fight. So, Bloody Eyes is inside Deborah, but we can't go there yet. We need to talk to this guy for some reason. He's gonna be a smartass, and we're gonna beat him up. Really important in this fight. Switch back to Brawler. Then grab him. Throw him. It's really important because it's gonna generate heat for you. And you need heat. And just for that. That fight over there. That fight can be really hard. Can make you lose a lot of time. Hopefully I'll get the strat. And not fuck up. Hopefully. So as you probably saw, there's 2 bosses. We're gonna be dealing with both. So this fight, it is really important. We're gonna be stabbing one of the 2. The guy that's being stabbed is the small one. That's a good movement. Now that this guy is down, we can actually equip a shotgun. Wait, that's fine. It is really important to do this. Once he's down to his last health bar, switch to Beast and do the Beast Essence of Kiwami. This way he's dead too. And now you can get your shotgun out and... Why is he not dead? What the fuck? Bye. And this is how the fight usually goes. This is the strat. Again, it's not foolproof, but it works. The Beast Essence can actually deal his whole last health bar. Thankfully, I managed to deal a lot more damage than I needed to. But this is how the fight goes. He's always going in his Kiwami once his first health bar is down. This is how you get rid of him. And this was the first instance of us using shotguns, and we're gonna be using shotguns a lot. So those 2 guys told us they don't have Haruka. It's the Triads that have her, and a guy named Lao Kalong. Kiryu knows Lao Kalong because this guy was the person that tortured Kiryu back in Yakuza 0. Now that we know that, we're gonna go to the Triads HQ, which is in Yokohama. This is the end of chapter 8. Now chapter 9. One of the big scary chapter of this run. And you don't know why really soon. We're gonna be searching for Lao Kalong. First, a set piece. So each time you switch phases, the game reads you off your shotgun, so you need to equip it again. Some of the enemies there are impervious to bullets, so you need to get rid of them another way, like this for example. There's 2 of them. There's this guy too. Okay, good. So I'm gonna be testing this new tech I found. After testing it a bit, it's really RNG, But if it works, it actually saves quite a lot of time. So we're gonna be equipping... Oh god. Another one. Oh, wait. Fucker. I think I missed one because the gun guy didn't want to go. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay. So the phase switches actually are controlled by the amount of people that there are left in the room. So you can actually manipulate that. And it was pretty good. So I have Stallion X's, which is pretty stupid. 239 is not enough, you need 230. I think I missed some. I missed one guy probably, but that's fine. Don't be it. This is Lao Kalong. Lao Kalong used to be really scary, but now is really not. So you do this. Grab him. You sometimes miss the timing. It's fine. Don't really need to do that much, but it's still really good to do. You basically loop him. Now that he has this, we're gonna be doing this and this. He's gonna be on 1 HP, I think. Yeah, 1 HP. This is fine because he still has another Kiwami to go through, which means that we're just gonna be killing him. And this is the Lao Kalong. You can basically loop him. It's better with a 3 light 1 strong combo than a 4 light 1 strong. But muscle memory kicked in again. And this is the big scary part of the run. And this is the part of the run where I need to switch back to mouse and keyboard. Because this is the shooting section. And I haven't done that in a while. As you can probably guess, you get... Enemies did a lot of damage to you in this part, so you need to be really, really precise. This is why this split is called Global League, by the way, because I used to be really high ranked in Counter-Strike, so if I miss, it's gonna be really embarrassing. This is a bad start. I can't hit them. Okay, this part is really easy. If you struggle with this, ignore the guy with the shotgun. You don't need to kill him. Please die. Okay, second phase. This is the most scary phase of this shooting section because we're gonna have people on that truck. I think you need to kill the middle guy first. Yeah, you can use the hit eye to... If you struggle with this, basically ignore the ads. Just kill those guys as fast as you can. Same thing here. Kill the rocket dudes, leave the guys on the bike, you don't really care about them. They don't deal enough damage to be really a problem. If you're fast. Okay, this part can be quite hard. I'm gonna play it safe. Okay, good. That was the shooting section. This part can be scary in Legend. And this is chapter 9. So now we're gonna go back to Serena after all of this, and we find Serena ransacked with blood everywhere and the notes. And I actually need to skip that. Zoned out for a second. And now we are gonna be trying to find Reina and Shinji. And we do that by following the blood. So you don't need to really get on the blood, but you need to follow a certain path. So I'm gonna be restocking a bit. So again, you can restock here. This time I'm gonna buy Stallion X's. So again, follow the blood. It's the same path every time. Be careful, there's still the sub-story over here. So don't go too much on the left. It's a bad fight spawn. Should be fine. And at this. What? What the fuck? Okay. Sure. It's only what? It's only like what? 15 seconds time lock? What the fuck just happened? They literally rubber banded like what? What is this? Can you clip that? Please clip that. What the fuck? Okay, at this point we get called by Shinji and tells us that he and Reina are in a building really close, and it's this one. And now we're gonna be fighting our way up the building, trying to save them. And get stuck on walls. Okay, I need to switch to this. What the fuck just happened? That never happened before. Don't tell me it's a FPS thing again. K1, please stop. Okay, that's a really, really good first part. And I forgot to level up again. But it's not really doing anything here. Okay. So you do this set piece the same way every time. Grab this guy, it's really important, because that way his gun will not fall off the map. So in 60 FPS you can't spam with your gun, like you can in 240 FPS. That's fine, it's not that bad. So I'm gonna need to switch shotguns now. Good. There's actually 3 people in that room. If you can get all 3 of them, it's really good. This is really easy. So this room, I think, this room is quite okay. Okay, good. So this room is really easy with 240 FPS because you can spam your gun. This was much harder, but that's fine. Man, we pulled through. On this, you need to walk up as much as you can to get all 3 of them in one shot. No, that's not what I need to do. I need to do this. It's the next room. I was 1 room too early. This is the room you switch to rush. Because this guy over here is nasty. Gonna be trying to save my shotgun users. So take this guy's gun and go down. Now you need to gun this guy down. Turn, gun this guy down instantly, because if you're not fast enough, he's gonna shoot you first. Get his gun, it is really important, because there's 4 enemies here. So you can just do this. Keep the gun, go down. This guy dies if you throw the gun in his face. Get his gun, kill this guy. Get stuck. Can't do anything about this. Kill this guy. It is really important because he can shoot you from back there. This guy needs to be killed by shooting him once, throwing the gun, and throwing him down because he's impervious to bullets. I'm gonna be getting boost attack 5 now because I don't want RSA to survive, even though I'm pretty sure he won't survive. Let's be safe about this. Basically, you can level up now if you want, it's not the end of the world. And also, it's right there, I think. This might be something that we need. And then we go there. Good. That's alright. It's an alright set piece, I think. Now we find Shinji and Reina. And we find Arase. Arase is really famous in the Yakuza speedrunning community because he has the Arase dodge. We won't see it because we're gonna stab him. That's a good dodge. Because we are sure to kill him outright. Once we've done that, switch to our shotgun. And we shotgun our problems away. And Saj. Reina do be dead. Now chapter 11. This is one snooze fest of a chapter. We're gonna be doing a really long fetch quest. Akemi. To find this girl. Well, not really this girl, but I mean, kinda. Okay. So, we need to get inside Shangri-La. To get inside Shangri-La, we need a pass. This pass is really hard to get, but the florist suspects that someone could make us a pass. This person would be the forger. Problem is, we don't know who the forger is. Even the florist doesn't know, but he knows that someone came to him once asking for fake passports. And the florist directed them to the forger. So we're gonna see that person. And now we are going on a really long fetch quest for the person. So we're gonna be going to... God. The weapon shop, because it's right on the corner, because we need to do our almost last shop of the game, not the run. So this shop is really complicated. We're gonna be buying one weapon, the Chinese broadsword. No, we're not gonna be selling yet. We're gonna be fixing weapons now. And this is the Goemon, and actually I can sell all. I can fix all of them. And fix our shotguns, because we have the money to do that. I think we are more than fine on needing items, so I'm only gonna need to. Oop. I'm only gonna need to restock in the finale, so that's fine. We're good. So in both of those hostess clubs, the second cutscene is skippable. Don't ask me why. Only the second one. So we're gonna go out and we're gonna see really well dressed bald men going inside with really visible ill intent. So we're gonna go back in. And it just so happens that they started trying to hurt the person we just talked to. So we're gonna go fuck him up. So we're gonna go taxi because it's faster. Because we are unloadless. Please don't fight spawn. This run has been really smooth so far. Not really fast, because I'm rusty as hell, but really smooth. Like nothing really bad happened. We're gonna be getting our last upgrade from Bob, which is Speedrunner 3. Now we go fast, and we go fast for longer. So, in this fight, we're gonna be getting some heat, and we equip. I think we can equip the dagger here. You don't really need to use the Goemon here. We're gonna be using the Goemon for only one guy, the guy in the fancy shirt, this one. Because he is really annoying. We don't want to deal with him. So just stab your problems away. It's the motto of this run. Now that you've done that, get rid of one of them. And ideally get their weapons, but I mean, the weapon just falls out of the map. What can you do? Oh, forgot I can skip that. Now that we've saved them, it just so happens that the
わかったわ。
woman in black is the forger. Well, how convenient. Now we taxi back to the hostess club. Whichever you want, it's the same thing. This, I think this taxi is slightly faster. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Invisible walls. This is the old engine. So we go back. Talk to them. Yeah, it's unskippable.
What?
And now that we've done all that, we can go back to the first person we talked to get that VIP pass for Shangri-La. Well, that's what you think. Always stay on this side of the street, because again there's a sub-story there. Unskippable again. Now we get what she wanted. And she tells us that she lied. She doesn't have the VIP pass. She gave it to someone. But we know where he is, so we're gonna go buy it from him. This is why we need to be looking at our money really carefully around this part of the game. We need 300k yen. If you're low on money, be really careful. You need those 300k. Otherwise, you just cannot continue. That's really simple. This guy's gonna aggro me? Nope. Okay. I was not looking at this fight spawn, so please stop. Anyways. This is a good... Oh, okay. Good. Just so happens that this guy has a pass for Shangri-La. I'm gonna buy it from him. He initially asks for 500k. Turns out we don't have 500k, but you can haggle with him and drop it down to 300. And we have the Shangri-La card. And now we go back to Purgatory. That's a good fight spawn. Because they cannot get to me unless they go new. I'm gonna get paranoid now about those guys rubber-banding on me. This obviously in the parking lot where you see people cheering is also a sub-story. So do not come too close to this. Okay, now no, I don't want to do this and this. We get a phone call from Majima, or Majima's right-hand man, that tells us that we need to go to the docks because some old Dojima family members are tracking us, and Majima actually led them to the docks so we can get rid of them. This fight can be dangerous, can be slow, but you need to kill the gun guy. The gun guy, you see him on the right, he's guarding. Stab him with the Goemon. There's so many people that you just one-shot him. And then take out your shotgun and blast away. This is the fastest way to get through this fight. The easy any person strat is slightly slower than this strat by a few seconds. Because the easy any person strat actually shotguns first, gets rid of all the enemies, and then uses the max crush glitch to kill the boss guy, which is actually slower because it needs more setup. Now that we've done that, we can actually level up now. Can get boost attack 6, and this is the last level up of the run. Please. Oh god. There we go. Now we talk to Date, and we can go to Shangri-La. Shangri-La is a soul plan, by the way. If you don't know what soul plan is, basically you go there to get spicy services from women in private rooms. So we're gonna bring Haruka there. Because, yes! What's the problem? So once we get there, there's a few cutscenes. Talk to the guy. Get inside. Obviously, the receptionist is actually worried that we bring a young girl to a subland, but we just destroy that statue over there and tell him that if he has a problem with it, we can go settle it outside, and he just wisely settles down. Even though I kind of agree with him, but that's another story. The room that we need to find is always in the same place. Now that we've gone there, we actually find the person we're looking for. And Majima makes his comeback. So, we need to equip the gun. And that's all. That gun is gonna be used only here. Only for one purpose. And it's actually faster with that gun. We don't need to hit anyone here. So that oil you see on the ground, you need to avoid because you slip and fall if you walk inside it. This guy is really annoying for that. So this is why we use the gun. Then we switch back to the Goemon, switch back to Brawler, and that's the set piece. You actually just need to kill those two guys. You don't need to kill anyone else. And then we have the last Majima fight. This Majima fight can be annoying, but if you don't fuck up, it's not that bad. So you stab him once. Then you stomp him. Wait for him to go into his Kiwami. 3 that 1 strong. 3 at 1 strong, 2 at 1 strong, and you stab him on the wall as he comes out of his Kirami. And that's Majima's health bar gone. And I tried, okay? I'm not fast enough. Maybe if I had switched styles before the transition, it would have worked. But yeah, you need to be really careful here because as you are in 60 FPS, the regen is full blast. And as you saw, he started regenerating a lot of health. You need to be careful there. But that's fine. I don't need that many Goemon uses anyways. It's not the end of the world. That's chapter 11. I tried to do something dumb. As you can see on the splits, this is a 3-minute chapter. Yeah. Not much I can add to that. It's actually a plot dump chapter with one, like maybe 2 fights. So this chapter is really short in the speedrun because we actually skip all the cutscenes. So something 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 Jingu, something 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 10 billion yen. Something 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 Yumi and Aruka. Anyways. Now this fight. This fight can one-shot you. You see the soul guy over there? Behind? At certain angles, this guy can literally one-shot you. So you need to be careful about what he does. So this is how you deal with this fight. Please. Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. That's fine. Good. This is a good deal with this fight. Now, the second Shimano fight. Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while. Too bad we are not gonna be seeing him a lot either. Pull out your Goemon, go to him, stab him. That's Shimano. Thankfully, he doesn't have any mid-fight QT or any face changes, so he just dies in 1 minute. Now it's about clearing the rest of the enemies. Sadly, they're all scattered around, which is really annoying. That's a slow fight. Yeah. This is completely RNG, there's not much you can do about it. If some of them decide to not stick with the group, you're not gonna get them with your shotgun shot, and this is what happens. But we are to the finale. So now that we learn of the existence of Jingu, which is actually a big baddie of this game, we're gonna go see him at the Millennium Tower. Like any good Yakuza games, the finale takes place in the Millennium Tower. First we're gonna go take a slight detour to Stardust. Sounds capable. And thankfully, since we need to restock on health, just so happens that we get 300,000 yen. That's chance for free time, it's basically your point of no return.
もう準備は
We
整い
don't
ました
care about that. We just say that we are ready. And this is the mob fight. So we're gonna be using shotguns a lot in this fight. And this shotgun has no ammo left. I don't like the way they are spread. I need to kill them all. It's gonna be a few sets of enemies, waves after waves. You can get rid of most of them you using this strat. Just one shot, get shot, and grab the big HP guy and fall down. And this is not the end, this is the penultimate fight of the mob fight, because we're gonna have this cutscene and then we come back to another fight. This fight is much harder because it's a gun guy, you need to get rid of him fast. Then you can get rid of everyone else. And once we've done that, we can do just that. And this is the end of the mob fight. Now we just have to go to the Million Tower to trigger the finale. But first, we're gonna be restocking on health. I've not bought any Stamina Royales in this, just to be safe in terms of money. But for this, we can buy 20 of them. So what we're gonna do is discard everything. Not use, discard. Ideally you don't want any leftover healing items, and then you just buy 20 of them. Because you have the money, and you don't need it for anything else. Yeah, this is probably gonna be 23, 24. As expected. Check, we good. And this is the finale. You do the finale the same every time. So the endgun strat here is not that good, because you can't spam like you do in 240 FPS, but that's fine, you can still do it. It's not as good, it's not as fast. For this guy, shoot him once, throw the weapon, grab him, throw him down, hit move. This is the best way to get rid of him. Now you go back down. Few sets of enemies. So those guys you can get rid of with a gun, or you can just use your shotgun. Now for the last set of enemies. Let him do his third dodge. Oh, that's annoying. I'm gonna heal for that. just so I can get rid of him. Ah, you motherfucker. That's annoying. That's fine. So I'm not sure, but I'm gonna heal anyways. I don't know if I need it, but yeah. This guy is really annoying. He doesn't go down to the usual strat, and he's really annoying. This fight, you bring out your shotgun. Wait. Well, that's annoying. Okay. Didn't go too well. That's fine. And now the Jingu set piece. Jingu is the hardest fight of the run. I'm gonna... don't have enough. You need to watch closely. If they start aiming at you with that gun, that's your cue for you. That's the cue for you to shoot them. Sometimes they don't. And you kinda want to trigger this before anything else, because it spawns the next set of enemies. You need to kill all of them. You can kill them from very far away, and now we're gonna be using the Chinese broadsword. This is why we have bought this weapon, for this fight only. There's a few things the Chinese broadsword does that's really helpful for us, and basically it's mainly saving us Goemon users. This is Jingu. Jingu is not really the dangerous guy. The dangerous guys are those two colonels, which are really annoying. Oh, fuck. This fight cannot kill you unless you really fuck up, but it can make you lose a lot of time. This is what you do here. You need to get Jingu down to that HP. He's starting to shoot me. That's a really bad Jingu. Yeah, this is basically Jingu in a nutshell. Okay, good. He's staggered. That's really good. Because I'm gonna be stabbing him. Basically, we're playing around with the Elder Body Warmer buff because it is currently active. It's not active anymore. Yeah, Jingu has grenades, by the way. Yeah, this is a bad Jingu. Okay. I don't know if it's really that good right down. Okay. Now Jingu is on 1 HP. This is really important because he's gonna start his Kiwami in this phase. We need him to be 1 HP because we need him to be dead basically by the time we start phase 2. So we start phase 2 and I hit him once or twice and he's dead. I'm gonna try and get some hits in. It's fine. Okay, really good. We're gonna be using something that we haven't used before. This is Resolute Counter. If we get knocked down, we can use this hit move that lets us get a free hit. Okay, really good. And we use the Goemon last to get rid of the Colonel. Really good phase 2, really bad phase 1. This is Jingu. Yeah, 224, 225 maybe. The worst thing that can happen in Jingu is you being pushed around by the Colonels in phase 1. This is the worst part. And this is Nishiki. Nishiki goes the same almost each time. Like, there's not much to this fight. I'm gonna try and see if I can do the dumb strat. Like a really dumb strat that I still didn't know do. So, attack once, get him to attack, and be impatient. That's not what you want to do. I'm gonna let him attack. So what you need to do is grab him, spray him down, use the Goemon. Stomp him a few times. So let's try this. Do it again. Do it again. Now let's switch to this. And do it again. Yeah, this is another fight. I don't need to do it anymore. Because this is gonna bring out this third phase. Yeah, it's 225. I don't know how much is just pure rust or 60 FPS. I'm not sure. So if he goes into his Kiwami, just stab him again. And that's Nishiki. Whoa, what? Please? Nishiki, can you die? Come on. This time for sure. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, it's a battle run. It's a rusty run. I don't know if the timer stops automatically. I'll just stop it manually. Oh, it's gonna be a 226? No. Almost a 226. Yeah, 225. It's a pretty bad run. But that's Yakuza Kiwami Legend.